Okay guys, this is my review of JBL, the headphones JBL Reflect Mini, and I've already used them for 2 months, about 2 months, and I can add that I've used them pretty much every day, several times every day since I bought them. So let's get into it. This is what the box looks like. It says right there it's Bluetooth, which they are of course Bluetooth headphones, which is well, one of the major reasons why I got these headphones is because they're wireless. I mean, they don't have a wire running from the phone to the headphones, and I wanted to try that. So far I really like that aspect of it. This is what the box looks like here. Now this picture right here is actually lying. The headphones look a lot bigger coming out of the ear than what it looks like there in the picture. So I had to say that's photoshopped actually, and that's one of the minuses I have with these. Is that they look kind of bulky. They don't look like this. They look more bulky coming out of your ear basically. Anyway, I want to show you what's in the package. This is not an unboxing video because I've already used them, but I thought I'd show you what's in here. You got some basic, well, the typical documents and stuff, and the stuff you always throw away, basically. But it did. These headphones did come with different sizes of rubber earbuds, and I wanted to show you those. So it came with these things right here, and basically there are 2 sets of, well, actually 4 sets of earbuds, but they're different sizes. So this setup of this set right here is smaller. It says right there S, which I guess means small. So these have a smaller size, and these ones that I tried to use had a bigger size to them. Anyway, I actually ended up not using any of these because they didn't fit my ears well. So I just ended up not using them basically. And instead, I would have sent the headphones back if it weren't for the fact that I could actually reuse. It turns out I could reuse some of the. Let me show you. I could reuse a set of rubber or whatever they are earbuds from a previous set of headphones I had. So here they are, the JBL Reflect Mini with my they're kind of customized slightly with my other rubber earbuds on there. But so as you see, the wire itself is about, I think, maybe 40. What could it be? Maybe 45 centimeters long. I don't know if that makes sense for you guys who use inches, but anyway, it's kind of the length of. The length of my underarm. It's long enough, I think, and it goes obviously from ear to ear. I put it around the back of my neck when I use them, and it has a control. It has these remote control thing on it as well. Let's see if I can focus on that. Yeah, there you go. So right now it's blinking, which means it's on, and that's another. I mean, it's good that I can see that it's on, but it's also slightly annoying that it's blinking all the time. I had a guy at work saying, "Hey, what you got there blinking around your neck?" And then I don't know. I'd just prefer it to be not blinking, but I don't know what the option would be for having it not blink. But right now, these guys are on because this lamp is blinking, as you see. So it has a minus button, and it has a plus button, which is kind of self-explanatory, and it has a on and off button right there in the middle. So one thing to note about these is that these headphones, they have the battery built into them here. I presume it has to have that because I don't think there's a battery in this thing. So the batteries, I mean, they run on batteries, and those batteries are situated in these headphones, in the earpieces themselves, which does make them slightly bulky. So they kind of, you can tell see them coming out of your ears when you're wearing them a lot more than you would with like normal headphones. And I think that they're not very bulky, but yeah, it's okay. But they're not really discreet. Not as discreet as I would have liked them to be anyway. So regarding usage, you can basically you can press the minus and the plus button to raise and lower the volume. You can turn them on and off by holding this button right here in the middle, and you can also hold the minus and the plus button for, I think, like 2 seconds, and then that means you skip track back and forth, like if you're listening to music on your device or whatever. Of course, you have to pair them with something. Well, you have to pair them with the device to be able to use them. I've paired them with my iPhone 6, and well, it works pretty well. When I hold down this button in the middle, there's a voice assist on. There's a voice assist on here, which basically means that when I turn it on and when I turn it off, there's a voice in the earbuds that says power on and power off, and it also says connected when it's connected to the phone, which is usually pretty much instantly. As soon as I turn them on, it says power on. It says power on, connected, and there's basically no delay for connecting via the Bluetooth once they're paired, which is really nice. This part right here is also the remote control is also the part that has the mic built in, so that's what picks up the sound when you talk. Okay, so yeah, let me get into some pros and cons of this thing, of these headphones. Yeah, I've already been to that, how to use it, what I use them for. Yeah, I thought I could mention that. I mean, I mostly use these headphones for listening to music and podcasts and just riding on the subway and stuff like that. And I haven't yet tried jogging with them, so I can't give you a whole lot of information about that because I haven't tried it. Anyway, so what's good and bad about these guys? In my opinion, that is, I've used them now for 2 months, so, and let me add that I have paid for them. They didn't get sent to me, I'm not sponsored or anything like that. I paid for them full price and everything, so I'll just try and give you my unbiased opinion on what I feel is good and bad about this. So good, on the good side of things, you don't get any cable mess. I mean, that's just good. I like that. You do have a cable, you do have this cable, but that's a whole lot less of cable than you would have with like normal wired headphones. So that's good, I think. It's a lot easier to move around, but I guess you could make that argument about any Bluetooth headset, of course, but I like that anyway. I think it actually said on the packaging 8 hours of battery time. Maybe this is wrong, but I mean, I have never exceeded using these batteries, exceeded the battery time to where it powers out. I haven't done that. I kind of listen a couple hours each day, and it's plenty for that. And I recharge them every night, so for me that's not an issue. They're relatively lightweight. I tried some other Bluetooth headphones that were like earlier year model, like I think they were from 2014 or something like that. I think these are from like 2015 or maybe even 2016. I think they're 2015. Anyhow, they're relatively lightweight, and which means I guess the battery technology and stuff like that is smaller than on some other. So I like that. The remote control is good. I haven't had any problems with it. It does what I want it to do. The sound quality is good enough. Actually, I didn't know this, but the Bluetooth technology itself uses a particular way of transferring the information from the device to the headphones. I mean, that's the Bluetooth technology, but actually it seems, well, at least with iPhone 6 and these headphones, it seems like it's using a particular type of codec to move the information over, and that actually degrades the audio a little bit. which I can actually notice sometimes. And there is also like a slight, very low level noise in the background when listening to these that isn't there when I use like wired headphones. But I really don't tend to notice it all that much. Yeah, it's mostly fine. So I just state here that the sound quality is good enough. I mean, I use them on the subway and stuff like that. So for me, it's good enough, and yeah, it's all right. And it has the voice assist to turn on and off, which just gives me good information in my ears instantly, saying power on, connected, stuff like that. So that's good. So what's bad about them? Well, the earbuds that came with this thing were not suitable for me, as I told you. I had to change them by using some older earbuds I had lying around. One major minus with these is that there is not a whole lot of bass with these guys. And if it weren't for the fact that I could change to the earbuds, my older earbuds, I would have sent these back because they were very weak in the bass using the original earbuds. Now that maybe that could have been just my ear canals that weren't suited for them, but I don't know. I've seen other reviews that say that they're low on bass, like not giving you much bass, and I would definitely agree. So that's maybe the biggest minus for me with these guys. Using it for calls doesn't. I mean, using these for a phone call. I mean, you can use them like as a headset by talking into the mic, or just having it hang out off of your ear and talking. But I've spoken to people, I mean, with using these that say, "Oh, you don't sound your voice doesn't sound very clear. Could you do something?" And that means basically that they're maybe not picking up the sound in the best way. So actually, then I've had to have this in my ear and holding this up against my mouth. I mean, manually holding it with my hand up against my mouth to get the volume clearer. And I don't know, it doesn't seem to happen all the time with everyone, but if I'm in a quiet room like this, like now, I can just let it hang. Just have this in my ear and let it hang down across my cheek and talk that way, and it's usually fine. They say they can hear me fine. So, but there seems to be. I would actually prefer if the cable here was slightly longer, because then it could like be closer to my mouth when I spoke, hanging out of my ear. But anyway, it's okay, but it doesn't seem ideal. One minus with these is that they do physically stand out from the ears more than like more discreet normal cabled ones, because you have the battery inside here. You have the battery inside these earbuds, as I told you earlier, and that just makes them bulkier. They're not very bulky, but slightly more bulky than wired ones. And then this is a real detail, but sometimes when I have these things, let me show you, when I have these things sitting on, basically, of course, these go into my ears, and this cable is resting on my shoulders, and then it scrapes against my shoulders or my clothing, and I can actually hear that coming into the earbuds. So that noise is transferred inside the cable here and goes into my ears, which is, I mean, it's a real detail, but it doesn't always happen with all types of earbuds. With these, with headphones, it depends on the cable, I guess, the makeup of the hardware of the cable. And with these guys, it seems to happen. Okay, and then of course this goes for any any Bluetooth headphones, is that you have to charge them. And for me, that's not an issue, because I always have a routine where I put them, like, charge them every night, and I charge them overnight, and it's never a problem. I think the total charging time is something around 2 hours. So if you have to charge them like with a short notice, it's quite doable. So yeah. The final verdict for these guys, I think, is a 4 out of 5, maybe a weak 4 out of 5. I would give them higher rating if they had more bass and better rubber buds. But over